In this video, I'm going to look at both you, Jason, and you, Joe, in both your putting and your chipping. So some of the footage will be with both of you and some will be individual. Okay, Jason, we're going to look at your putting stroke, and this was before any instruction began. I'm going to compare you to Tiger Woods. Tiger is considered to be one of the best putters of all time, so let's take a look at his stroke. His setup is very similar to yours. He has a similar width of stance. His arms are in what we call kind of the letter Y here, and you have that same thing. So that's very good. Your elbows are tucked into your side just a little bit, so that's ideal. As Tiger takes it back, when he comes and makes contact, at this moment, his eyes are down, looking at the golf ball. As the ball takes off, his putter is following through, but he's not turning his head. He's keeping his focus on the ground. He's not looking early. He wants to complete his stroke, let his club come to a complete stop for a moment or two before he turns his head. And he's starting to turn his head now, but as he turns, he's not lifting and changing his spine angle. He's holding his follow through right where it is. Another thing that he's not doing, he's not what we call recoiling and pulling the putter back after the end of the swing. He holds it out there in that finishing position. Okay, as you take it back, you have a little bit of a sway. You can almost see your body, your head. I'm going to put a frame around your head. You can see your body move a little bit to the right there. You want to stay very still and stationary with your body. And the only thing that goes back are your arms and the putter. Then as you hit the ball, you come back to the center. And then as you hit the ball, you have a pretty good position in your arms. You've kept your arms swinging. You still have that letter Y. You do have a tendency to let your eyes kind of follow the ball as you lift up a little bit. And then you also recoil the putter back. Now later in the session, we worked on this putt, hold, look technique. Let's look at you do it here. So now you're keeping your eyes down. Very good. You didn't turn early. You have finished the stroke and your putter stopped about right there, and you held your attention for a moment or two and then you looked. Now the only thing I want you to notice as you turn to look, how you still do a recoil of the putter. So as you start to turn and look, you've moved the putter back to here. And so what you want to do is putt, hold, look, but while you're holding everything, your spine angle and your putter's finishing position.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay, Joe, we're going to look at your technique, and this was before we began the instruction. You have a good setup there. You have a fairly wristy stroke. You take the putter back all the way here, but your hands don't really move. You're hinging your wrist and then just kind of popping the ball with the wrist hinge. So all of your motion with the putter is in your hands. You're not swinging your arms or your elbows. You're just kind of popping the ball. Now, Joe, on the right is your putting stroke and how it changed after we worked on the technique a little bit. And it's really a much better stroke. Take it back, one piece takeaway, you're not using your wrist. I'm going to stop it there, and let's look at how you took it back earlier. You can see here on the left, your hands were right here. Now they swung all the way outside your foot there. So you have a lot more of a swing with your arms now in your stroke, which is very good. As you come through and hit the ball, keep your head down and your hands finished all the way to here. With your other stroke, you just kind of flipped your wrist and your hands finished much further back. So now you're swinging with your arms, and you're also keeping your eyes down longer before you turn to look. A much better stroke. So as you continue to practice that and get comfortable with that, your performance will slowly improve.
Putt, hold, look, copy your choice. Create a choice, and then copy the choice. Hold your finish. Playing good golf is not about controlling the ball. This is what you need to put in your mind. It's about controlling your attention. What you choose to think about is the most important. So with every stroke, focus your attention on the follow-through and hold the finish. Hold your finish. That's the only thing this camera wants to see. Camera's not following the result. Good. Hold your finish a little longer. Good, Joe. Then you match the result to what you remember. Very good. Very good. Both of y'all are doing much better now. I love it. Very good, Jason. Oh, Joe, that's your best one. So now and it's an accident. You're going to hit your best one accidentally. But now you know, oh, that was right next to the hole. If I could just remember what that felt like and copy it, I'm going to get a buck right next to it. So you're waiting for the happy accident and then capture it. And then you ask yourself, you know, that felt pretty close to the one that I hit a while ago. And it did. And you'll have a similar result. Focus on the feeling. And after a while, it's like shooting free throws now. You just start popping them in there. Oh, that's excellent. But I'm starting to see you both dial it in a little better. You're going to randomly hit good shots and bad shots, but try not to randomly create this form. Good. Joe, that is so good. Jason is doing, both of y'all are both of you are hitting the balls right next to each other. That is excellent for both of you. Golf swing is a circle. Joe, that's excellent. So swing your chest to the target. You're learning your setup right now. The swing itself will be... That's what you want to do. That was perfect.
On the chipping technique, I first had you use your putter from off the green and had you use the same putting technique of putt, hold, and look. And what we're looking at now is after you had practiced quite a bit using that new technique. I'm going to show both of you. Jason, I think your stroke starts first here. Take it back, your head is still. Head is staying down. Come to a complete finish. Your eyes are down. You're holding your putter there. Then you look. Much better. And you got into a little groove there where you were hitting a lot of shots really close to the flag. And Joe, this is your stroke. Took it back, not a lot of wrist, very good putting stroke. Your eyes are down. Your eyes are still down. You're not looking up early. Very good finish. Come to a nice stop. Hold that there for a moment or two. And then you look. Perfect. Joe, on this one, you hit a really nice shot. You kept your arms extended. You were not wristy. And you made good contact. And you swung your hands forward. kept a one-piece takeaway. Look at the shaft and arm swinging forward. Ball got up in the air really nice. The only thing I would want you to continue to work on is your setup, getting your feet a little closer together. But that looked really good. Very nice technique right there. And that'll get better the more you practice it. Okay, Jason, this is one of your better chips. Nice putting type of stroke, just swinging your arms. You're not taking it back too far. Come through, your feet are very close together in a good position, keeping your head down. You kind of scrape the grass just right where you wanted to get the ball up in the air. Those hands go forward. You didn't swing them too far forward, and you let your chest swing to the target. Everything is right in, your hands are right in front of your sternum. Very good. And that's just going to get better the more y'all practice. Now we spent most of our time on the putting and chipping, and then toward the end of the session we worked a little bit with the driver. And we worked on swinging at tees first, and then we swung at some balls. There were some directional issues with the face was too open going to the right, so I adjusted your grip a little bit. We didn't have enough time to work a lot on all the pieces, but I was particularly interested in seeing your position at impact when you were swinging at the tee at the very beginning of this session. And first I'm going to look at Joe. Now we're going to look at your full swing with the driver, and I'm going to compare you to Tiger Woods. And I've stopped you just after impact, and I want you to look at the similarities, Joe, in your upper body position compared to Tiger. Both of y'all have, Tiger has extended arms, and you have extended arms. Your elbows are close to each other, and you're stretching those arms through impact. Shaft of the club is right between the V of your arms. Nice extension. Eyes are down. That part looks really, really good. And for someone who's just taken up the game, that is a very surprising extension. Now, this swing on the left was the first swings that I had you doing when you were swinging at tees stuck in the ground and not the ball. And Jason, this is your position at impact. And again, just like Joe, you have very extended arms. Shaft is right here. Head is down. From the waist up, you and Tiger look very similar. Both you and Joe hit with extended arms, elbows close to each other, which is what you want to do when you're swinging a golf club. And like Joe, this swing was at a tee, and there wasn't a ball on it. So I just had you swinging at tees and not thinking about trying to swing at a golf ball. Now, our next session, we'll work just a little bit on the putting and the chipping, just to kind of do a quick review, and then we'll spend most of our time on the full swing fundamentals and get you further along there.